What is up, everybody? How's everybody doing today, man? You already know how it go. It is your boy B back with another video, and I wanted to come here quickly to talk to you guys. Listen, this is going to be a video straight to the point. My name is Brandon Jones. I specialize in helping you make an extra income stream. I was homeless. I've been kicked out of the house as a teenager. I didn't have much support business-wise with my family. I am somebody that has started from the ground up, 5 stores, being able to partner with T-Mobile, being able to have a buyback business, a reselling business, be able to have a wholesale distribution center in New Jersey. I live in Philadelphia. I'm a hustler. Okay, I wanted to run down that resume just really quick. Okay, I'm somebody that has failed. I've lost 2 stores. Well, matter of fact, 3 stores. I've lost partners. I've been scammed. I had bad partnerships. I signed bad deals. I brought phones that never panned out to make me profit. I've sat there and bought products that didn't make me money and I had to liquidate. I've been through a lot. Okay. And I want to tell you guys that I started making 6 figures in 2020, and I've made these 6 figures literally by going through a few methods, but most importantly failing. And this is like heart to heart. I'm talking to you like if you was my brother. Okay, shout out to my guy. But if you were my brother or my sister, I'm about to break down to you exactly things that I've learned and things that I would say to you for you to start your 6-figure journey. Okay. Now, whether you're a phone flipper or even a reseller, I want to first let you know something, that a lot of us, we think that failure is bad. We have to first understand why we are so entitled. Right. I was talking to a guy that he leased one of my buildings in the gas station on Eastern Road in Willow Grove, PA. Right. And this guy, he told me, he said to me, because so long story short, I brought this location and I painted one of the walls black, but I painted it black because I wanted it to be a chalkboard wall, right? So he came in one day. He said, "Hey, why are you painting this wall black?" I said, "It's gonna be a chalkboard wall, so everybody, all my subscribers that come in can sign it and leave me messages." He said, "Well, you know, in China, we don't do that. We think that when you paint something black, that means bad luck." And I pried a little more into it. I'm like, well, it's a chalkboard wall. I've seen plenty of businesses have this. And he's like, your generation is so entitled. And I'll never forget him saying this. And I'm like, well, why do you feel that way? And he said, because you guys think that just because you have an idea, that idea, or just because you see something work for someone else, that just immediately has to work for you. And it was a little bit off topic, but I was so intrigued, and I'm that type of person where I like to soak in information. I never take criticism in a bad way, as long as it's coming, from somebody that actually is in positions that I would want to be in, right? So he starts to go on and he's basically saying to me, like, your generation just expects to succeed. Your generation expects that just because they have that idea needs to work. And when it doesn't work and you face turbulence, that you start to feel shaky and maybe retreat. Matter of fact, forget that. A lot of people retreat, right? And my first 6 figures didn't come from me having a great year. I've lost my family. I've had to move back in with my grandmother. I got my car taken. My store got taken. I then had employees that had their cars robbed. I had to pay for all of their windows when they got busted out. I had to it was me, but I paid for a couple people to go on trips, business trips that never really brought me money back. So it was a year where I struggled, but I still made 6 figures. Now, let me be very transparent in this, though. 6 figures doesn't mean you're actually seeing it. And I want to shout out to all of my guys out there that they're brag to their friends, I make 6 figures a year. You make 6 figures a year, but I guarantee you don't see it. Okay, let's cut the crap, right? It takes you making $200,000, in my opinion, for you to actually be able to make and see that 6 figures, right? But even then, you still are putting it back in your business. You should, okay? But the main point that I'm bringing up is failure is going to happen, all right? And again, you're going to fail. No matter what business you want to start, you're going to fail. No matter what business you're in right now. When you fail, you fail. But the thing about failure that I find really unique and cool, and I love it, is that failure always grants you a lesson. So when I got my first partnership, and then the landlord told me, "Hey, we're gonna get you 3 more locations," and I signed that contract, and that contract ended up being a contract where I had to split all of my revenue 5 ways, and me not even seeing any money really from my business because of that partnership. I learned to read contracts, make sure you have a lawyer, but also that people will want to take from you what they see valuable. They won't always cheer you on. It's not like the movies where you're that star basketball player and then you got the cheerleaders on the side wanting you to win. Not everybody wants you to win. Not everybody wants you to profit, and not everybody wants you to be better than them. Matter of fact, a lot of people close to you, they want you to do great. A lot of family members want you to do great, but they don't want you to do better than them. That's the difference. Do good, but just not better than me. So that's why, as somebody building and growing to that 6 figures, you have to remember that that failure that you go through is a lesson, and also that the people around you, they don't necessarily want what's best for you. They want just enough to happen to you to where you're content and happy, just like your job, right? Your job is going to want you to work for them, but they want you to get money, have some PTO, but they don't want you to get too comfortable, right? So, yeah, you can take PTO, but you got to ask me first. Yes, you could take PTO, but you have this many hours. Yes, you can take a vacation at this point of the year because this other point of the year is pretty busy. And yes, you can have 2 days off, but you got to come in the rest of the week. So understand that the failures that you have are lessons. You can always pick out success in them, because even though I had a bad partnership, I still got out of it success, right? I still was able to get out. I'm not still stuck in it, right? I wiggled myself through it. And then I still was able to learn those lessons. I did take a hit, obviously, with money, but money can always be made back. Money has no power. The only thing that gives money power is us. Okay? So, boom. Then the family thing, which I just said was, hey, they don't really want you to succeed. And that's why if you're somebody that is, you're faced with a family where you're like, yo, my family, they don't really support me. My family didn't support me at all. My mother, just saw it today. She has never been to any of my stores. My mother never walked into my store and looked at what I built. But every Christmas, I've got her electronics and the newest iPads and MacBooks and AirPods and all of that. But she's never supported my business. But it's not the fact that it hurts me, right? Because it doesn't, right? Because see, here's the thing. With people, when you're close to somebody, they don't view you as powerful as what you really are because they're so used to you. Right? I want you to think about it like this. You give a girl flowers every day, right? Got a girlfriend, you give her flowers every day, all year, every day, every day, every day, every day. She's going to eventually not value those flowers anymore because it becomes a routine. It becomes something that is something that's given to them to the point to where they're comfortable receiving it, to where they feel obligated for it. But they will remember when you stop giving it to them. And it's the same thing with family. They know you, they see you, they feel you, they saw you at your lowest and at your highest. So they may not right now understand your worth or the value or your trajectory or where you're trying to go. That's why you have to keep going. Because the next point is the people that will support you will be people you don't even know. The people that will support you will be the people you don't even know. You're not going to find a lot of people that are going to support you that you know. Because, see, when people think that they know you, they think that they jump to assumptions and hey, I'm starting this new car washing business. Man, he ain't going to do nothing right. He can't even wash his behind right. Right? So they think to those assumptions, not even knowing this is outsourced, man. Maybe I don't get in the shower every single day, or maybe I don't wash up every 2 days, or whatever the funny joke is. But regardless, it's okay. This is business. This isn't personal, right? So what you know me as of your son is not who I am as a businessman when I walk outside that door. But you have to be content and okay with understanding that they may not understand. Okay. And lastly, with the family support is stop expecting people to understand your business when they were too scared to start their own. And I think, see, that is a big misconception with entrepreneurs is we expect people to just support us. We expect our family to just shout us out. We expect our brothers to put us on Instagram and promote our flyers. But here's the thing, people won't understand how hard you go or how much you love your business when they don't have the balls to start their own. They don't have the balls to stay up all night working on their business or going to sleep early so they can wake up early to go to the warehouse or go whatever to that trip that you need to go to close that deal. So understand that you may be misunderstood and that's okay. Okay? But understand that's okay. Because going on the road to six figures is a lonely one. But see, once you start getting the money, this is when things get a little shifty. People start feeling obligated because they start to say, I'm your mother, I'm your brother, I'm your best friend. You wouldn't be here without me. You have all of those. And that's okay because you can't prevent that from happening. But when you get money, you have to understand, hey, I must feed people. See, you thought I was going to say something else, but you got to feed people when you get money. Let me explain to you why. So when you get a little bit of money, you keep that money, you build. But when you start to get to the point to where you found a successful system, it's always best to bring people in. Now, I hired my cousin as a repair guy at one point when I needed repair people, and all he did was sit around and complain, and he didn't do anything. And I regretted it. I fired him, and that was that. So I don't mean bring people in on that sense, but what I mean by bring people in is, okay, maybe my cousin couldn't um repair phones, but let me ask my cousin, hey, what do you like to do? Man, I like tattoos. All right, bet. Listen, I got an idea. How do you think about actually renting out a small spot in this warehouse and you having a tattoo shop and me and you doing the 20-80 split? Oh, okay. Bring people in. The reason you want to do it is because you never know when you're going to fail. So it's always good to have different seeds that are being watered all around you growing while you may be growing or maybe dying. And then you'll always be able to have something to fall back on. This is 100% facts. 100% facts, guys. But these are some things that I've learned. And I want to do another part two because it's a bunch, but I don't want to make this too long and winded to where you guys get bored. But just like this video if you guys want a part two of, things that I've learned on my journey to 100K. And I really will do another video just explaining different life lessons, okay? Because there's a bunch. And there's a bunch of things that could help you as an entrepreneur grow. And maybe you guys will not make the mistakes that I've made because you had somebody that actually is calling out the BS and the things that they've seen that they wish they could actually backtrack on or maybe prevent. And I'm here for you guys. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. And like always, I hope you guys continue to make money work for you and don't work for the money. Peace.